Bearing is a key part of every rotating machine element. Different type of bearing is used at different application. We have seen what is bearing and which loads act on bearing in our previous video. In today's video, we will take a overlook of all types of bearings. So let's begin. First is plain bearing. Plain bearings are also known as sleeves and bushes. This is the simplest type of bearing in all the types. There are no rolling element between the races of bearings. Due to this, it has more area of contact. The more area of contact helps to take more loads. Hence, it has high load carrying capacity. These bearings are less expensive as they are simple in construction. Plain bearings provide quieter operation due to the less moving parts. Following are the types of plain bearing. First is cylindrical bearing. Second, flanged bearing. Third one, thrust bearing. And fourth one, sliding plates. The next type, rolling element bearing. In this type, the rolling element is placed between the races of bearings. The rolling element may be balls or rollers. As the contact area is less, the friction will be less and load carrying capacity is also less. This bearing type is mainly divided into two subtypes, that is ball bearing and roller bearing. Under ball bearings, first we find the single row ball bearing. As the name indicates, the balls are placed in a single row between the races with the identical distance so that they can take equal load. Next is double row ball bearing. It has two rows of balls so that it can take more load than the single row ball bearing. Third one, angular contact ball bearing. This bearing type is designed to take combined loads, that is axial and radial loads as well. As the area of contact is in some angular shape, it can take more axial load than the single row ball bearing. Fourth one, thrust ball bearing. These bearings are specially designed to take thrust load in vertical position. And the last type under ball bearing is self-aligning ball bearing. This bearing is used where alignment of shaft and housing is difficult or the chances of shaft bending is more. According to the misalignment, this bearing takes correct position. Now we will see the subtypes of roller bearing. First is cylindrical roller bearing. In this type, the rolling element is in cylindrical shape and has line contact with the races. Line contact helps to take more load as compared with point contact. We had point contact in the ball bearings. Hence, the load carrying capacity of ball bearing is always less than the roller bearings. Anyways, next is spherical roller bearing. In this type, the spherical shaped roller is used as rolling element. Due to the spherical shape, it can take more axial and radial load as compared to cylindrical roller bearing. Third one, needle roller bearing. The rolling element is like a needle shape. Hence, it is called as needle roller bearing. The contact area is more, hence it has high load carrying capacity. The next one is tapered roller bearing. tapered roller is used as rolling element between the races, which allows to take axial and radial loads as well. The last type of roller bearing is self-aligning roller bearing. This bearing works similar to the self-aligning ball bearing, but it can take comparatively more load as there is line contact between rolling elements and races. If you want more information about the rolling element type bearings, then let me know in the comment section below so that I can make separate video on this topic. The third main type of bearing is jewel bearing. These bearings are small size and have low friction between the moving parts. These are made up of sapphire and synthetic ruby material. Jewel bearings have good temperature stability. These are mainly used in watches and precision instruments, or these can be used where the lubrication is not possible because this bearing type doesn't require any lubrication. Now we will see the types of jewel bearings. First, ring jewel bearing. This is flat and cylindrical shape with through hole at the center. This bearing is used in watches and instruments. The second type under jewel bearing is V jewel bearing. This has concave or cone V shape at the center. This bearing type takes the small loads, hence it is useful in temperature controllers, gas meters and compasses. The third type of jewel bearing is end stone jewel bearing. This bearing looks like a solid piece and it is used in water meters and gyroscopes. The last type of jewel bearing, that is cup jewel bearing. This bearing is similar to V jewel bearing. It has cup shape at the center and it is useful to hold vertical shafts. Well, the fourth main type of bearing is fluid bearing. In this type, the load is taken by the pressurized moving liquid or gas between the bearing surfaces. There is no contact between the bearing parts, hence the friction produced is very less. The fluid bearings are further classified into hydrostatic and hydrodynamic fluid bearings. The next type is magnetic bearings. In these bearings, the magnetic field is generated which takes the load. The magnetic force is used to counteract the effect of load. Again, there is no physical contact between the moving parts. Hence, the friction will be low in this case also. Magnetic bearings are subdivided into two types, that is active and passive magnetic bearings. The active bearings work on the electromagnetic principle. Hence, these require external power input. But in case of passive magnetic bearings, we use permanent magnets, so it doesn't require any external output. The last type, flexure bearing. These bearings are also simple in construction and inexpensive. These are compact in size and lightweight. The flexible member is used in this type of bearing, which allows specific degree of freedom. The leaf springs are also example of flexure design. Where we find leaf springs? Write down your answers in the comment section below. Flexure bearing is further divided into two types, in which first is spiral flexure bearing and second is linear flexure bearing. This is all about the types of bearings. Please write "I am interested" in the comment section below if you would like to watch separate animated video on all types of rolling element bearings in detail. By just clicking the like button, you can boost our willpower. Please share this video on social platforms and hit that bell icon by subscribing to this channel to get notified about similar videos. Thank you so much.